Hi, and welcome back to the third video that helps to introduce the RMRS Raster Utility and some of its functionality. And in this video, we're going to really focus in on the sampling menu that we have available. And like I've talked about before, we have a lot of tools that are available. However, most of them aren't available when you first download the tool. Instead, you have to come in and customize and go to your commands and find the sample command to load some of the sampling tools. Here again, my tools are lowercase. And you can see once we have that, we can look at some of these sampling ideas and sampling tools. But just to kind of briefly introduce this, we have tools to export data in tabular form to a CSV file. So if you want to dump it into something like RSAS, it's really easy to do. We can explode samples, meaning we can take a center point that is representative of one location that may actually be a clustered type sample, and we can generate the bearings and offsets for those samples to create the spatial representation of those samples. We can create random samples across any space, whether it's polygon or a raster. We can create stratified random samples, and we can select samples from models, and this is really useful in the sample design tutorial that I talk about in one of my classes. So check that out. But really what we can do is balance our sample across space so that we're capturing the entire predictor variable space. So we have models that are representative for the entire set of predictor variables. We can also use these tools to extract values for various different raster transformations or raster data sets. We can create cluster samples, and specifically if you're using FIA data, you can summarize data up to get at the biomass estimates using Jenkins equations, basal areas, and so on and so forth. Finally, we've got two newer tools that are related to bootstrapping estimates and coming up with means and standard deviations for a given field, and simulating sample designs to see how close you can detect values. What's the variability for area estimates? How variable are our estimates giving our sampling design? So thank you for listening, and I hope you check out some of my other videos and workshop short courses / Google Classrooms. Happy modeling.